great, and so is the government and the Constitution that work quietly in the background to protect our rights and freedoms. But not all of it is completely original. Many historical documents have influenced different parts of our Constitution. So let's go back about 800 years to the creation of the Magna Carta. About 800 years ago, in the year 1215 AD, the Magna Carta, or Latin for Great Charter, was written because English barons were tired of the way King John abused his powers. The Magna Carta limited the powers the king had, and made sure that the king followed the laws himself. Today, this is known as limited government and the rule of law. Fast forward about 400 years to the creation of the Mayflower Compact. Some people, known as separatists, fled England to avoid religious persecution by King James. Their ship landed at Plymouth in November 1620. The Mayflower Compact was created to establish a set of rules for the Plymouth colony. It was signed aboard ship on November 11, 1620. The charters of the Virginia Company of London was a sort of business license. Some merchants in England wanted to start a colony, so they asked King James I. The charter states that settlers can own land in the colony, create a council to make their own laws, and the settlers could keep their rights as an Englishman. It was named Jamestown after King James I. This later led to the creation of the United States of America. The Virginia Declaration of Rights was a listing of basic principles of government and rights of citizens of Virginia, adopted in 1776 as a plan for Virginia's new government. It heavily influenced and even has a spot in the Constitution. 200 years ago, on July 4, 1776, the 13 colonies officially broke away from Great Britain with the signing of the Declaration of Independence. This marked the official beginning of the Revolutionary War. It also marked the beginning of the shaping of the United States of America. The only problem was that there was no government anymore since we were no longer under control of the British government. Once the Declaration was complete, we needed to create a government to replace the one we had just left behind. The Continental Congress had to keep the states together without sacrificing freedoms of individual states. The result was the Articles of Confederation. The states would keep their independence, but would work together to address common problems. The Virginia Statute for Religious Freedom was adopted in 1776 and gave all men the right to free exercise of religion. It later influenced the addition of freedom of religion to the Bill of Rights. After the Revolution, we realized